Welcome back, YOGATXers. This is Echo, and so excited to welcome you here back to my weird little cabin in San Jose del Pacifico. You can't see all the weirdness, but lots of just random art and random fixtures and little messages on the walls, and I love it. It's cozy. I've got my fire sort of brewing behind me. It needs a little bit more love, but welcome to my humble abode. So today's practice is inspired by our weirdness and our the things that make us unique and that make us different, and the things that make us very much alike and all brothers and sisters and of a collective. The practice, in the short practice, it's about just not taking yourself too seriously and just being here and arriving and feeling what it feels to be in your body and doing different moves and making different shapes, and maybe it looks different than what I'm doing, and we just feel. So I encourage you to just allow yourself to be a little weird. Make some noises, sigh out on the exhales, purr, make cat noises, animal noises, whatever you need. But this is your sanctuary when you come onto the yoga mat, and even if it's for 20 minutes a day, it's your space to just get silly with yourself, to know what it is, this experience that you're in, this human that you're wearing as a piece of consciousness. What can you do with this silly body, with these funny arms and these strange legs and, this big open heart and skin and hair and the feeling of goosebumps and heat and sweat? So there's so much to feel. I encourage you to tune into that and just let yourself be yourself. So that being said, we're going to start standing. And I want us to just move our bodies a little bit, whatever feels intuitive. Maybe sweep the arms from side to side, bend the knees. Maybe get nice and low. Kind of like you're moving through a lagoon. You're like swimming through a lagoon. All right, guys, I'm getting weird. And just allow yourself to open. Maybe stretch the arms up nice and high as you bend the knees. And you'll notice when you do these silly moves that don't really have a specific posture alignment, that your body begins to open up. Maybe even sweeping your arms forward and then back. Maybe bending in and forward, opening up, standing and back. So just some silly movements. No alignment here, but just make it feel good. Maybe reaching from side to side, bending, reaching side to side, getting length through the lateral line. And again, allowing yourself to just be silly. Let's come back up to center. Stand with the feet hip-width distance apart, hands alongside the body. And now just feel into grounding. Let your sighs exhale out. Release any tension that might be in the body, the mind, or the heart. Step the bigger toes closer together. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice and slow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. And bowing head to heart, creating intention for your practice here. Just a few breaths of mindfulness. Why are you here? And then let it go. Let go of your expectations, let go of your desires. Choose to be present, to be conscious, and to be. Open the eyes, lift the head, hands alongside the body, and step the left foot out wide. We're looking over towards the left here, or wherever you have your computer if you need to watch me. Feet don't need to be super, super wide, maybe a little bit wider than hip distance. And we're going to begin to bend the knees and just find some pulses, like just bouncing, let the shoulders bounce. Can even make a little bit of noise. Okay, let's come into a bit more stillness, knees still bent. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe bring the feet in a little bit closer and lean towards the right, bend the right knee, and come down through center, making a big circle. Come through center, bend the left knee, reach the arms up to the left, and then fall to the right. And just begin to find circles, like a waterfall. Make your own shape. Move in the opposite direction when it feels good. And change the movement up. Maybe just one arm comes up and one down. Maybe you really open the heart space as you come down. No right and wrong. So some of you might be like, Echo, give me more direction. This is the whole goal of this class, no direction. You are your director, your manager, your curator. Move in the opposite direction. I want you to empower yourself to be free in your body, to move it as you like. Be creative. These yoga postures were created by human beings just like yourself. Fall into center fold. Take a hold of opposite elbows. And those human beings were just finding ways to get into their body, just like you are now. So get creative. Hands to the earth. Take the feet out a little bit wider and point the toes towards the back in front of the mat. Lift the chest halfway. Bring hands onto the knees and sink into the knees. So we're coming into goddess pose here. And we can move from side to side. Life outside my little space is getting a little lively. Humans are beginning their day. So move from side to side and not putting too much weight into the knees where you're just falling here in your shoulders. Bring some strength into the core. Keep the chest open, shoulder blades down the back. And let's bring the right elbow down to the right thigh. Left arm stretching up and over. Look towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, switch sides. Left elbow to the left thigh. Right arm stretching up and over. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold through center, pigeon toe the feet in, fold in. Inhale, come up halfway. Keep the right hand planted, stretch the left arm up, keep the hips square. Get nice and open across the chest. Take an inhale. And exhale, bring the left hand down, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, plant the left hand, reach the right arm up. Inhale. And exhale, bring the right hand down. Bend into the left knee towards the back of the mat. You might have to skew the toes towards the back of the mat. Bend into the left knee, let the hips come down, and bring the right toes to point up towards the ceiling. Come onto the fingertips, and then maybe come hands to heart center, maybe stretching the hands out in front of you. So play. If you fall out of it, you come back in. Take an inhale. On an exhale, fingertips to earth, crawl through center, bend into the right knee, move to the right. Keep the fingertips down, keep the chest open. So you can get playful, like you're kind of on the prowl. Take an inhale. Exhale, move through center nice and low. Bend into the left knee, right toes point up, open the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, move nice and low on the prowl, over to the right, left toes point up. Beautiful. Now let's come back through center. Lift the hips, pigeon toe the feet in, fold in. Bring the hands to the lower back, make a fist. Press the fist up behind you. Take an inhale. One more exhale. And trick, do one more inhale. And exhale, let go of the bind, bring the hands down to the earth. Slowly bend into the right knee towards the front of your mat. Turn forward, low lunge. Keep the left hand planted, stretch the right arm up, and let's twist open. Take an inhale. And exhale, right hand to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. So creating that V shape with the body. Press down through the palms, press down through the heels. Let the knees be micro bent here. Step the left foot forward. Keep the right hand planted. Stretch the left arm up, twisting open. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to a plank. Exhale, knees and chest, hips high. Inhale, forward onto the belly, cobra pose. Pause here. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Bring the fingertips outside your yoga mat. Take an inhale, peel the chest up, let the head come up last. And exhale, slowly wave the chest down, head comes down last. Maybe you take the fingertips wider if you need to. Inhale, lift the chest. Find your edge. You don't have to go as high as me. Exhale, fold. Make sure you're not compressing the lower back, the lower lumbar. Inhale for rising. And exhale for lowering. Move at your own pace. Take your time. Take the entire inhalation and exhalation. 4 more. You can wiggle it out at the top. Maybe feel the stretch across the rib cage. Get creative. Two more. Last one, take an inhale up. Sigh it out on the exhale. Come down to the earth. Stretch the right arm out to the right side in line with the right shoulder. And stack the right leg on top of the left. Bend the left knee and place the left foot behind the right thigh. So we're coming into broken wing here. Left fingertips can stay on the earth, or you can bring the left hand to the lower back, opening into that right shoulder a bit more. Maybe tiny pulses as the left knee opens the hips up a bit more. And slowly bring the left fingertips down to the earth. Bring the left knee high up here to the left side, left elbow to meet it. So like you're waking up in the morning. In the half frog pose, keep the hips grounded to the earth as much as possible, opening up deeply into this half frog. And sometimes when we're feeling like we need a hug or we need some nurturing, this is a great posture to do. As an adult, just being that childlike version of yourself, needing to feel like you're getting a nice embrace from the earth. And stretch the left leg back behind you. Stretch the left arm out to the left side in line with the left shoulder. Come down to the left ear. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Bend the right knee and place the right foot behind the left thigh. Come onto the right fingertips. Stay here. Or bring the right hand to the lower back, opening up a bit more. 2 more breaths. Bring the right fingertips on the earth. Right knee up towards the chest, meeting the right elbow. Hugging into the earth here. And inhale, send that right leg back behind you. Bring the hands alongside the shoulders. Press up to the knees. And come to standing on the knees. Tuck the toes under. And we're coming into a toe squat, my favorite pose. Bring the hands out in front of you and just begin to flick the fingers out. So we're beginning to work with the wrists here. Begin to take some circles with the wrists, opposite directions. So make some fists. And then bring the hands down to the thighs. Let that heat rise up through the ankles, the top of the feet, across the shin bones, releasing any adhesions here in the meridians and myofascial lines that end or begin in the feet. Take 4 more breaths. And slowly untuck the toes, come onto the hands, and pat the feet out. You can move the hips from side to side. Take some neck rolls. Let's come back sitting on the heels, lift the knees, bring the hands behind you, rock a little bit here, stretching the tops of the feet. Wonderful. Come to standing onto the knees. Bring hands to the back of the hips, tuck the toes under. We're coming into Ustrasana, camel pose. Take an inhale. And exhale, slowly lower the head back behind you as you lift your chest. Maybe you stay here, maybe the hands work their way down to your heels. Keep the heart opening up towards the sky or ceiling. And slowly lift up. Untuck the toes, cross the ankles, and come to sitting in a seat. So we close our practice today with a mindfulness practice. Hands resting on the knees. You can have palms shining up if you are wanting to receive energy and openness and expansion. Palms facing down if you're looking for groundedness, stability, and structure. And aside from the postures, a big part of being inquisitive, being silly, being weird is just being with ourselves. Being with ourselves alone, or just with self, away from other beings, identifying our needs, our senses, our desires. So taking these moments to sit with yourself. Let your body relax, let the forehead relax, the brow, the jaw, maybe parting the lips, the tongue sitting on the top of the teeth. Relax your belly, relax your hips, and feel the earth's support beneath you. Everything that you need is right here in this moment, in stillness and silence. In the present moment, not in the past or the future, but here is where self-inquiry lies. With an open heart, a spacious and open mind, and a soft and subtle body. Bring the right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. Let the head drop in, holding self. Deep breath in, deep sigh out. And just saying words to yourself, noticing how they land when I say them. I love myself. I accept myself. I accept my silliness, my weirdness, my difference, my similarities, my connection, my self-inquiry. I am exactly where I need to be. I'm exactly who I need to be. And I will look within. Hands to the earth, bowing down, giving thanks to that supports us. Mama Gaia, we say namaste. You can lift the chest, come back into the space. And much love, dear brothers and sisters. I have so much love for my own strangeness, your strangeness, that which is strange together. And I encourage you to take some space to yourself, to find a cabin in the woods or on the beach and go somewhere and be alone for a week. You know, that's what I'm doing here in Mexico. I've got this space to myself for a week. Work with fire, work with elements, place your hands on the earth. Take time to get to know yourself, what you're capable of. Learn to draw, begin to sing, play music, make tea, eat cookies and fruits, and just become your own lover and best friend. I wish you ease and grace, and remember to subscribe. You can find us here every week. You can find me.